whole book is insane. Like, I have no other way to describe it aside from it's fucking crazy. Hi, everyone. Oh, hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Max, and today I'm going to be talking about the absolute beast of Kiss of the Basilisk by Lindsay Straub. I'm going to use this microphone still, so bear with me if the audio gets kind of weird at times. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to figure out exactly how I should record with it. I don't want to clip it on here because I feel like I move around a lot. It's just going to get annoying. But I'm going to start this video off with a spoiler-free section in case you want to hear about this book but you haven't read it, or maybe you're in the middle of reading it and you don't want any spoilers, because there is a lot of stuff I want to talk about from this goddamn book, okay? It was a ride, to say the least. If you want to read the back, feel free. I'll hold it up. Okay, now that that is out of the way, essentially this book is about a 20-year-old woman named Temperance, aka Tem, and she has to go through this training with basilisks, which are basically snake beasts that have like a human form, and if they look at you while they're in their true form, which is their snake form, they turn you to stone, like Medusa. But they have to train with the basilisks, aka sleep with them, so that they can have a chance at winning the prince. Basically, there is this trial that they go through where the prince will, he will talk to the girls, go on dates with them, sleep with them, and he chooses his wife from the girls. It's a, like, what the fuck? Anyways, I'm just gonna ignore that. The ceremony has been happening for years and years, so it's like a tradition. That's the word I was looking for. Now, here's the thing. Number one, before you pick up this book, okay, you need to know, this book is like 85% smut and 15% plot, okay? If you do not like smut, do not pick up this book. Do not, okay? Because they get fucking freaky. Like, so freaky. Like, every single chapter, I think. There was, like, maybe one or two chapters where there wasn't anything at all. Like, it's kind of absurd. I also read Court of the Vampire Queen recently, which was also, like, straight smut. But the plot is actually quite interesting. There is a second book coming out in November, I think, of this year. But yeah, this book is about 500 pages. There is an epilogue, and then, this is my favorite part, actually. There is, I'm not going to spoil anything from it, or say who, but there is if you know the movie Challengers with Zendaya, she did it with like two other men, I don't know. But if you know the scene with the three of them together, there's a chapter at the end inspired by that scene, and I absolutely devoured it. It was so good. So if you want to even just read it for that, it's not story related. I mean, kind of it is, like, because of the characters' connection, but it's not like canon in the story. It's just an extra chapter. So good, let me tell you. Okay. But yeah, spoiler-free section. TLDR, this book was a wild fucking ride. It felt like a roller coaster every other page, to be honest. Every time, okay, one of my biggest pet peeves about this book. Let's go over my pet peeves first, I think. Number one, the random plot drops all the freaking time. So it starts out, you're kind of getting into the world building and all that stuff. You're kind of getting a feel for the characters and the trial. Or I guess the trial to win the prince's, to like become the wife, I guess, of the prince. And you're kind of getting a feel for it. You're like, okay, and then some crazy thing starts happening. You're like, oh, that's a little weird. And then it's like, okay, you're kind of just chilling with a smoke, going back and forth, back and forth. And then they start dropping bombs on you. Like, it's It's insane. It genuinely feels like a war zone. Oh, hi, Reba. My cat is down here.
Hi, was hello? Meow, meow, meow.
She doesn't want to say hello. It's okay. It literally feels like a war zone with the bombs they drop on you. Specifically around the halfway point of this book, there were so many times when I was reading, especially once I got to like the halfway point and further, where I genuinely had to put this book down and take a little break from it for like a few hours or a day or two because it was ridiculous. Like it was, oh my god. Without spoiling anything, I will just say the random plot drops do end up coming together in the end. I will say the thing I did like is that they managed to tie up most of the loose ends. Like the oh my gosh, the end, dude. The end is insane. This whole book is insane. Like I have no other way to describe it aside from it's fucking crazy. Okay, that's like the best way I can describe it to you because I just don't know how to describe it to you. But like I gave it 4 stars, I think, because like I enjoyed it. The random plot drops could have been maybe done better because it feels like a lot of it also comes down to the fact that when Tem is at her training with Caspin. Caspin is her assigned Basilisk, I guess, like her teacher. They would be, doing a training, and all of a sudden, one of them would drop like this crazy bomb. Like, I'm gonna spoil this later, but not now. There's one part in particular that I'll talk about later, which if you've read the book, it comes more towards the end. So if you're like halfway through, don't go to spoilers. But where they had just slept together, and then Tem was asking Caspin about someone, or yeah, like someone. I'm not gonna say what yet. And he was like, "Oh, it's insert person you know," and I was like, "No fucking way." And here's the thing, I did kind of suspect something like that, which I'll get into in the spoiler section because oh my god, it's already not to talk about it yet. But I did kind of expect something like that because of the foreshadowing that was kind of put in place. But when I read those words, I was like, I need to put this book down. I need to put this book down. I do think there was some plot armor, I guess, with some things that happened. Like towards the end of the book, I will talk about this more in the spoiler section because it is like a big spoiler. But towards the end of the book, especially, I felt like things got a little too easy for Tem. Like I'll get into it later, but just know the end of the book it feels kind of like she didn't know how to write a struggle scene, so she was like, you know what, we'll just let her do this thing that she has to do, or we'll create this magical solution. It's weird, and I felt like it was kind of lazy, but like whatever. I didn't write the book. I will say the plot was very interesting, though. I thought, like, the plot makes room for all the smut. I feel like she wrote the plot based on smut. That she wrote a lot of it, which I'm not going to complain because the smut is good. Okay. It does get a little bit repetitive, also. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This book put me on such a roller coaster ride that when I got to about halfway through, maybe a little bit over, I took a break and I read a different book. Let me grab, okay, and I picked this up, which is Fan Service by Rosie Danan, I don't know. This book devoured in like 2 or 3 days. So good. If you like werewolves, this is for you. This is for you. Me too. Okay. Anyways, the thing I was getting at with this book, it's the kind of thing where I feel like I could not read it like in one go through. You know what I mean? Like I had to take so many breaks. I need to focus this. Okay, we're good. Sorry. These plot drops and some of the things that happen are just I don't even know what else to say except for the fact they're fucking crazy. Without spoiling anything, all I can say is that prepare yourself because expect the unexpected. She wrote. Okay, let me pull this up so I can show you. I don't know what you can see. I'm gonna read it for you. Okay, you know what she says? She says, I'm told it's best to go into this book with absolutely no knowledge of its contents. As such, you'll find no blurb or summary here. Instead, I will leave you with some sincere advice. Buckle up. The Split or Swallow series is unlike anything you've ever read before, and you may not read anything like it ever again. She was right. Say goodbye to the person you were before this book, and once you've read it, hand it to your friend so they can read it too. Yeah, when I read that before starting this book, I opened it up and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to start this. I've heard good things. I opened it up, I said, that's kind of weird. I was like, I read so many books, I feel like there's no way she can shock me that much. She can. She absolutely can. And I used to be on Wattpad. I need you guys to know this. I was on Wattpad in its prime era, like 2017, 2018. I was there in its prime. Okay, I've read some crazy things. I read fucking yaoi sometimes. Honest to God. If you know what that is, you know. If you don't, well, look it up if you want. I've read Monster Romance. I've read Omegaverse. I've read insane things. Like things I truly hope that people never find out that I read them. This book, like, I literally reading it, I was like, that was hiccups. That was me. Every time I think maybe I knew where the story is going, I got humbled. I got humbled really fucking hard. So you may think, oh, I'm not gonna be a different person after this book. I'm not gonna fall victim to that. No. Well, my cat is rubbing against my tripod right now. Yeah, I thought the same. When she says buckle up, bitch, you better put your seatbelt on and tighten that shit. I think we're gonna get into spoiler territory now. Okay, so spoiler warning, spoiler. If you don't want to hear them, go away now. Go away now if you don't want spoilers. Now you guys are here. Holy fuck. What did I read? What did I actually fucking read? The thing I was getting at earlier, okay, about, like, so the bomb that I was talking about that he dropped that really made my jaw drop, okay, is when he was like, the woman who ran away during the last trials was your mother. What? What? He was like, oh yeah, she got pregnant by the Basilisk, and I said, wait a minute, this better not be fucking Tem's mom. And then they were like, it was your mom. What? Finding out Tem was half Basilisk was really interesting to me because I feel like it kind of made sense for the story. Like, I understand, how she fit into this world and why it kind of made it perfect for her to become queen, like she does in the end when she marries Leo. I'm like afraid I'm in spoiler territory now, and I'm like getting scared that I'm like gonna spoil something, but I'm like, I literally can't. Yeah, that was insane. Also, the moment you start the book, you kind of know that she's gonna win because, I mean, it's just kind of implied, despite her being chicken shit girl. Sorry, I'm getting comfy. Anyways, yeah, I didn't know when I started the book she was gonna win because plot-wise, it just made the most sense. But, man, I gotta tell you, dude, when she was doing the ritual in the ceremony in the Basilisk one to, like, prove herself, and she gets with his dad, first of all, that's kind of weird, but whatever, that wasn't even the worst part of this book, okay? Afterwards, oh my god, even thinking about this brings horrors to me. It's like fucking PTSD, bro. It's actually she goes to have sex with Caspian after, right? Cool, whatever. When he starts turning to his true form, bro, and she's like, I felt it growing inside me. I'm like, excuse me? Bro, what? And then she's like, my pelvis broke. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean your pelvis broke? Yeah, I'm sorry. You mean to tell me he turned into his true form while he was fucking her, and his dick got so big that it broke her pelvis, and then they kept going. I've seen veterans with less horror in their eyes than mine when I read that. I had to close the book and I had to stare at the page like, did I just read that right? Because what? What do you mean? Interesting. I accidentally got it spoiled to me, actually, already before I even read it. So I knew it was coming, but I was like, no, this book is crazy. But they wouldn't go that far, right? She did. She really did. What the fuck? What the fuck, Lindsay? Oh my god. Ah! Like I can't even think about specific events in this book that made my jaw drop like that one did, because it was just by far, I think, the craziest thing that happened in this book, which is saying a lot. Um, but yeah, that I think is the one thing that I truly needed to like get off my chest, the horrors that I felt when I read that. The rest of it, I think I could excuse. You know what I mean? Like for plot reasons, okay. But that, it what? The other thing that kind of made me annoyed, this is the thing I was referring to earlier about things being too easy for Tem towards the end when she was trying to transform, okay. And she turned what the second night they did it or something like that. I feel like that was like, oh, okay. That's kind of whatever. What was the other thing? Oh, the crest. It's just like I was expecting her to like have to learn how to do it, and she was just like, I just felt it. I had this feeling in my brain or something that I just knew how to do it. And I'm like, are you for real? Are you for real? I don't know. That kind of bothered me. Um, I was like, whatever. Plot wise, this book is already fucking long enough. It doesn't need to be any longer. The end. Oh my god. What is my cat staring at right now? She's like, ignore my mess of a ground, but she's like sitting there staring at something. Ignore how messy my room is, okay? Anyway, the end made me so fucking irritated. Can I be honest? Okay. I understand that it leaves room and room and want for a sequel, but I'm scared to read the sequel. Can I be honest? I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. I might even pre-order it, but I'd be honest, I'm scared. I don't even really want to read it. Like I do, but I feel like I need to be like strapped in like a fucking roller coaster ride for the next one. Like a seatbelt ain't enough. When she says buckle in, bitch, I need when you're going on like the fucking like I don't even know, like a roller coaster that goes like upside down, like loop de loop de loop, like with fucking full restraints. You can't even move your arms, okay? Because the horrors that I read in this book. But I understand that Leo was in love with Evelyn, I think her name was, and I understand that Tem loves Caspian and Leo, and she wanted Leo to be with like his first love or whatever. But it's also like, why would you send him to go find fucking Evelyn? Okay, I'm sorry, that just pissed me off real bad. I know Tem is the kind of person who wants the best for Leo. Like, girl, you got two men, and you're like, go find your other love. It's fucking excuse me. Anyway, the end. I did think it was really sweet when Tem made a blood thingy, like a claw for Caspian. I thought that was really cool. The engagement thing kind of freaked me out though. The blood bond when he first gave her the claw, I was like, oh, that's really cute. Thinking he was made of his cum, and then he was like talking about, oh, it's like from blood, like, you know, we make uh gold from blood. I also want to know, while I'm on the topic of it, I also want to know in the second book, like, how is Leo going to make gold or like make money, I guess, because it was pretty much established that gold is how the kingdom funds its riches, and without it, they're kind of screwed. So it's like, are the basilisks and the humans gonna create some kind of truce where they offer up a certain amount of blood so that the wealthy, or so that the royals can get like can keep their wealth, or like, I just really want to know how in the fuck we're gonna move on from the end, because the carnage, holy motherfuck. Um, the carnage at the end of that book was insane, especially what's his face, Bastion, how he got torn apart by Caspin. That's fucking insane. That's actually fucking insane. I truly, in my heart, the description. Lindsay, what the fuck were you looking at to reference for that? Because, god damn! But, I digress. I did overall enjoy the book. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I did overall enjoy the book, but, like, heed her warning at the beginning. Heed her warning. Okay? Because I feel like it's the kind of book where you either are gonna love it or hate it, and there's no in between. It is beautiful, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you guys can see, like, the sprayed edges. Ooh, I don't know what this one's gonna show up. It's like a It's like a glass with grapes. I don't know how well you can see it. I'm trying to show you guys, but it's like really hard to see. You can probably look up photos online, but like it's got roses inside. It's gorgeous, and the inside, my compass points to. Oh my gosh, hold on, wait. My compass points to you. I cannot change direction even if I wanted to. Gorgeous. And then the other side also has a quote. Am I to share you? Dude, I saw that before I even started reading the book. I saw that and I was like, because I love a wide shoes. Okay, give me all the men. Okay, but yeah. Somebody said, I don't know how this got published, and honestly, I kind of wonder the same thing. I kind of do. I think someone picked it up like traditionally because they were like, "This book is insane. It's gonna sell well because people are gonna want to read it because it's so fucking crazy." I will just say though, it's only $19 US, so it's pretty cheap for a book this size. And you get the sprayed edges. It's gorgeous. And it's also pretty floppy for a paperback. I love a floppy paperback. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all my thoughts. I feel like this video is already pretty long, so I think I'll probably give you guys a break. I'll leave you alone now. But yeah, this book just, when she said say goodbye to the person you were before reading this book, she fucking meant it. Let me tell you, she meant it, because you are going to be a different person after reading this book. Yeah, yeah. Like, I have no words. This book makes me speechless, okay? Absolutely speechless. But yeah, that's it. I will leave you guys alone now. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.